Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks, and it's a special one as we're kicking into Memorial Day. We'll take a look at one of our 4 agreements, and then we got a great show for you. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you're learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Now, of course, we're kicking into Memorial Day, folks, and on Memorial Day, you know, all the tigers and tigresses out there, well, we get the king tiger. We get our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs. He always not only has the best poems in the world, but Bud is also a West Point graduate. And we get our man right here, Mr. Bud Rolfs, with his Memorial Day poem. Bud Rolfs, what's going on?
My hero, Tom O'Brien.
Oh, you are too much, man. Well, listen,
you know, folks, when my kids were small, they're grown now, but when they were small, I used to read them. Tom O'Brien stories at bedtime.
I'll tell you, I love you, man. You crack me up, man. Well, listen, you know, first off, you know, it's a pleasure, and I was so happy when I saw this coming over this morning, man. And you know, it's so important, folks. Okay, none of us would be here kicking back over the weekend, whether you're having a beer, having a burger, having a Coke, whatever you're doing. You know, freedom isn't free. That's the real bottom line, which is sad but true. But that's a fact. I mean, there's a lot of people that, you know, did a lot of things so that we can be here, and that's important to understand. So let's hear this poem, brother.
Okay, this poem is dedicated to all the folks, past, present, and future, who are here and gone and served our country bravely.
And we have this poem, folks, right under breaking news, so you can print this poem off and you can read it together as Bud is going.
And it's my poem for Memorial Day by Bud Rolfs. So what will you do on Memorial Day? Maybe go to the mall if your wife has her way. Maybe fill up the pool so the kids get a thrill. Or spend the day cooking on your barbecue grill. You could go to a ball game or take in a movie. How about sneaking a nap? Now that really sounds groovy. Do whatever you want. It's okay, don't you see? It's okay because this country is the land of the free. Thanks to long-ago courage at the twilight's last gleaming, it's okay that you're spending your weekend daydreaming. It was barefooted soldiers in the Valley Forge snow that gave you that freedom to choose where you'd go. If Adams and Jefferson had not heard their calls, do you think you'd have ball games or movies or malls? If so many brave soldiers had not made their choices, could you still go to Fenway and hear those fan voices? And if no one had showed up to take Omaha Beach, would your old family Bible still be within reach? Can you still see those firemen running toward the Twin Towers and their widows left only with memories and flowers? See, for most of us, sadly, each Memorial Day is just time to party, not remember and pray. Prayers of thanks to those patriots who came long before us and who sing to us now from their heavenly chorus. It's because of some choices they made centuries past that our country's still great and our freedoms still last. So perhaps at the beach you'll take time to remember a place called Pearl Harbor on an ancient December. Or you might take a moment when the ball game is done to think of the courage it took at Bull Run. See, whatever you do, it could never repay what so many have chosen on some long-ago day. When their service was needed, they gave their full measures to give you the freedom to choose your own pleasures. So will you make any time for a holiday spot to thank those who gave you all the freedoms you've got? So what will you do on Memorial Day? I think I'll take time to give thanks and to pray.
Wow! Amazing, Bud. Absolutely amazing. I get the chills. I really do. It's so cool, man. I'm telling you, it's, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
Thank you for your service, Tom.
Hey, it's a beautiful thing. There's no doubt about it. Well, listen, man, it's always a pleasure. You have a great weekend, safe weekend. Tell Nancy, the kids, have a couple burgers on me.
I will, and Tigers out there, I love you, and they couldn't be in better hands than with the great Tom O'Brien.
Oh, you're too much, man. Listen, Bud, thanks so much. Look forward to speaking to you, man.
Take care. Love you, Tom.
Thank
Bye.
you. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 8, NASDAQ down 2, S&P's off $1.50. Gold contract down $9.30, trading at $1,382 an ounce. Silver off 19 cents at $22.31 an ounce. Platinum down 6 at $1,453 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 34 cents at 93.93 a barrel. Bonds up 10 ticks at 143.10. King dollar down 108 ticks, trading out at 83.69. The euro flat at 129, and the yen down 91, trading at 101.19. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? This is what you have, folks. You're at 1647, and what you've done is that you've come off the high, and you come off the high with volume. If I put this on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is that the first day off the high was the biggest day off the high. You come down there with 244 million. The second day we had 220. Today we had 140. And the key is when you put it on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is that you closed not high off the high, but the bottom line, what I expect you're going to see next week, you'll see a follow-through, and we'll see if the volume expands on that follow-through. We go take a look at the Dow Industrials. Setup is the same in the Dow Industrials. Not that it come down a lot. It didn't. The Dow is hanging up there well with one beautiful weekly doji candle. A doji candle, folks, is the bulls and the bears fighting. You closed under the low of last week. That's ain't going to go lower. NASDAQ Composite, what we did with the composite is this. Composite came down the hardest, one of the hardest. Bottom line, composite came down, had the juice on the way down volume-wise. We look at the NDX 100. What you're going to see inside the NDX 100 is we're at 73.41. We take a look at that on the weekly basis also. You get over the highs, close underneath them with an expansion with volume. The NASDAQ 100 is real clean. What I mean by real clean is you've come down with 185 million shares. You're trading out at 73. NASDAQ Composite wants to get into this 69 area. The Russell 2000, we go take a look at the Russell. What we have with the Russell, she also come down clean. She right now is at, the actual Russell's at 984. That also came down clean with an expansion of volume. You take a look at the IWM, just the correlation inside the Russell 2000, the I share, and what you'll see in the IWM, she's trading at 97.88, and the IWM will make a run down to this 93, and it's going to be how you get back inside that 93 area. Gold contracts still can't handle it. It's going to be a pretty intense next few weeks. And what it is, folks, is that gold right now is at 1383, and it just can't get traction. We'll see how it's going to go after this 1336, 1321 once again, and the equities themselves the same deal. Inside those equities, they continue to get sold each and every bounce, and we're talking about anemic bounces. Bond market. What we did with the bonds yesterday is this: on Wednesday, you came down with the 800,000 contracts. It rejected it yesterday. Rejected it Thursday. You'll build some cause now. Kind of a nice setup actually, because it never reached the bottom swing point. The bottom swing point on the 30-year bonds, folks, is 140.14. Yesterday you got down to the 142.09. It rejected that level. That's on your daily. We take a look at this on a weekly. What you'll have on a weekly basis is this. This is on a continuous contract now. You're at the 143.11, and the 143.11 is coming into that swing point, which was the 142. And bottom line is that it didn't break the swing point. Dollar index, King Dollar, oh baby, King Dollar, let me tell you something. King Dollar wants to go to the moon. So King Dollar pulls back today, 45 ticks. Volume-wise, we did 39,000 contracts versus, by the way, it's 70,000 contracts at the high, which was established on Wednesday, which is that 84.50 mark. This is Tom O'Brien. We can bring him back. I'm man, Mr. David White. You stay right there, folks. I do want to thank our man, Mr. Bud Rolston. Of course, we want to thank all the men and women, past, present, and future. 877-927-6648. We had the Dow up 8. NASDAQ, S&Ps were flat. We're going to be right back.